Imagine a world ruled by giants where survival was a daily brutal fight. Now, picture two of the most terrifying predators to ever walk the earth. One, the undisputed king, a name that just screams fear. The other, a mysterious sail-backed behemoth, a true enigma of the ancient waters. But what if I told you that what we thought we knew, the very image of the ultimate dinosaur predator, might be wrong? What if the monster we all picture was actually dwarfed by something even more colossal? We're about to find out if the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex was truly the biggest meat-eater on land, or if another titan, the Spinosaurus, actually claims that crown. Let's take a trip back in time, say about 99 to 94 million years ago, to the late Cretaceous period. We're heading to what is now North Africa. This place was a world of huge river systems, wetlands, and mangrove forests. Basically, the perfect neighborhood for our first contender, Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, which means the Egyptian spine lizard. The first Spinosaurus fossils were discovered in Egypt way back in 1915 by a German paleontologist named Ernst Stromer. Those first bones gave us a tantalizing peek at an animal unlike any other. Tragically, these original fossils were destroyed during World War II, leaving Spinosaurus a bit of a mystery for decades. But newer discoveries, especially in Morocco, have slowly helped us piece together a picture of a truly unique and honestly astonishing creature. So what makes Spinosaurus so special? Well, for starters, its most iconic feature, that gigantic sail on its back. This sail was formed by bony spines sticking up, some reaching up to 1.65 meters or nearly 5.4 feet in length. Paleontologists still debate what the sail was for. Was it for show, to scare off rivals or impress a mate? Was it for thermoregulation, helping this massive animal control its body heat? Or did it have something to do with its increasingly obvious aquatic lifestyle? Now let's switch gears and talk about the dinosaur that needs no introduction, the tyrant lizard king himself, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Living much later than Spinosaurus, around 68 to 66 million years ago, during the Maastrichtian age of the late Cretaceous, T-Rex was the top dog in what is now Western North America. T-Rex was the apex predator of its environment, a land-based titan built for pure power and destruction. Its name alone makes you shiver, and for good reason. It was a two-legged carnivore with a massive skull, balanced out by a long, heavy tail. Its arms were famously tiny with only 2 working fingers, but don't let that fool you. They were sturdy and probably pretty strong for their size. Though what they were actually used for is still up for debate. It's the business end of T-Rex that truly demands respect. The skull of a T-Rex, about 5 feet or 1.5 meters long, was an incredible piece of natural engineering. It housed some of the largest teeth of any carnivorous dinosaur, banana-shaped and serrated, designed not just for slicing flesh, but for crushing bone. And the power behind those teeth. Estimates for T-Rex's bite force are just staggering. An adult T-Rex could chomp down with a force between 35,640 to 57,158 newtons. That's like having a medium-sized truck land on its prey. This insane bite force allowed T-Rex to take down large armored plant eaters, literally shattering their bones. But T-Rex wasn't just about brute strength. It also had some sharp senses. Its eyes faced forward, giving it excellent binocular vision, super important for judging distances to prey. Studies suggest it had an amazing sense of smell, allowing it to track down prey or find carcasses over huge distances. Recent research even hints that T-Rex might have had brain neuron numbers similar to a baboon, suggesting it could have been more intelligent and had more complex social behaviors than we used to think. Some fossil evidence even points to tyrannosaurids possibly hunting in groups. The old debate about whether T-Rex was mainly a hunter or a scavenger has pretty much been put to rest. Most scientists now agree it was an active predator, though like most big carnivores it wouldn't pass up a free meal if it stumbled upon one. We've even found healed T-Rex bite marks on prey animal fossils, which confirms it was definitely a hunter. This was an animal at the very top of its food chain, a true king of its domain. Alright, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Let's put these two prehistoric heavyweights side by side and look at the raw numbers. This is where things get really interesting. Size and stature. When it comes to sheer length, Spinosaurus seems to take the crown. Most current estimates put an adult Spinosaurus aegyptiacus at around 14 to 15 meters. That's roughly 46 to 49 feet long. Some older estimates, though they don't have as much solid support now, even suggested lengths up to 18 meters, nearly 60 feet. Picture that. A predator longer than a school bus. In terms of height, its head would have been around 12 feet, 3 meters off the ground, but that incredible sail could have reached up to 20 feet, 6.5 meters high, making it an incredibly imposing figure. Weight estimates for Spinosaurus vary a lot. This is mainly because the fossil remains are incomplete and scientists use different methods for reconstruction. Estimates range from around 7.4 metric tons, about 8.2 short tons, in some more recent conservative studies, to older or more generous estimates, suggesting anywhere from 12 to over 20 tons. That's 26,000 to 44,000 pounds. More recent studies in 2022 suggest a body mass of around 7.4 tons for a 14-meter individual. Now for T-Rex. The Tyrant King was shorter but more heavily built. It measured about 12 to 13 meters, around 39 to 42 feet in length. It stood about 11 to 13 feet, 3 to 4 meters tall at the hips. Weight estimates for T-Rex usually fall between 6 to 8 tons. That's 12,000 to 16,000 pounds, with some really big individuals potentially tipping the scales at up to 8.8 tons or even more according to some models. A 2024 study even modeled that the largest conceivable T-Rex, like a 1-in-2.5 billion kind of individual, might have reached 15 tons and 15 meters in length, though we haven't found any fossil that big. So in terms of maximum known length, Spinosaurus generally comes out on top. Height to the top of that scale, that also goes to Spinosaurus. When it comes to weight, it's a closer call, with estimates that overlap. Though if we go by its potentially largest interpretations, Spinosaurus could have outweighed T-Rex. However, if we're comparing average well-supported sizes, T-Rex might have been more consistently massive or densely built for its length than some versions of Spinosaurus. Deadly abilities. This isn't just about being big, it's about how these giants use their power. Spinosaurus, the semi-aquatic specialist, had a unique set of tools. Its long crocodile-like snout with those conical teeth was perfect for snatching fish. Its strong arms were equipped with large hooked claws, likely used for grabbing slippery prey or maybe even for defense or getting a grip on land. Its powerful paddle-like tail was a key adaptation for moving in water. While its bite force was weaker than T-Rex's, probably adapted for fast-snapping jaws rather than bone-crushing, its sheer size and specialized aquatic hunting skills made it a fearsome predator in its habitat. On land it was considered a biped, though perhaps a slow-moving one. Some 2024 research supports a graviportal biped model, basically a slow-moving two-legged animal. Earlier theories that it walked on all fours have mostly been dismissed. Its land speed is estimated to be around 15 miles per hour, 24 kilometers per h. T-Rex, the land-based titan, was a walking weapon. Its main weapon was that colossal head and its bone-crushing bite, estimated at around 6 tons per square inch, the strongest of any known land animal. Its banana-shaped serrated teeth were designed to puncture deep and tear through flesh and bone. While its arms were small, its powerful legs and massive body provided the force behind its attacks. T-Rex also had keen senses, including excellent vision and a superb sense of smell, which were crucial for finding prey. Despite its bulk, it was relatively agile for its size on land, though speed estimates have varied over the years. Early estimates suggested speeds up to 45 miles per hour, but more recent biomechanical models suggest a more modest walking speed, perhaps around 4.6 kilometers per h, 2.9 miles per hour, for a stroll. A top sprint speed was likely limited to prevent serious skeletal stress, definitely not a speed demon. Some research suggests true running would have put too much strain on its bones. So we have a longer, potentially heavier aquatic specialist with impressive claws and a unique sail, versus a more robust, land-based powerhouse with an unmatched bite and keen senses. This is the ultimate prehistoric showdown, right? A clash of titans that has fascinated scientists and the public for decades. Before we get to the hypothetical battle, I want to know what you think. Based on these stats, who do you think has the edge? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this exploration of the dinosaur world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic prehistoric content. Now for the big question, what if these two colossal predators actually met? First things first, a crucial scientific point: Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus Rex never actually crossed paths. Spinosaurus lived mainly in North Africa during the Cenomanian stage, roughly 100 to 94 million years ago. T-Rex roamed North America much later, during the Maastrichtian stage. About 68 to 66 million years ago. We're talking millions of years and an entire ocean separating them. So this is purely a hypothetical throwdown. To make this hypothetical battle scientifically believable, the environment is absolutely key. Scenario 1, open dry land far from any big water source. This is T-Rex country. Scenario 2, a lush river delta. Plenty of water, muddy banks and dense plants. Spinosaurus territory. Scenario 3, the edge of a large lake or riverbank. A transitional zone where both might wander. For our main hypothetical battle, let's choose the most interesting ground, the edge of a large swampy river system. Picture this: a humid late afternoon in a sprawling river delta. A large adult T-Rex, powerfully built and confident, has wandered close to the water's edge. It moves with a measured, ground-shaking walk, its head scanning everything around it. Suddenly, a ripple in the murky water bigger than any fish could make. Then an immense shape starts to emerge. First, the tip of a long, crocodile-like snout. Then that towering sail slicing through the water's surface like some kind of monstrous periscope. The Spinosaurus, either disturbed in its territory or perhaps seeing it chance, rises from the depths. It's a tense moment. These are animals, not movie monsters driven by pure rage. The T-Rex, surprised by this aquatic giant, lets out a deafening roar, a clear challenge. The Spinosaurus, now mostly on the muddy bank, rears up, making its sail look even more prominent. It hisses, a sound like 1,000 snakes, and slashes the air with its scary three-clawed hands. The T-Rex decides to press the attack. It lunges, aiming for the Spinosaurus's neck with that devastating bite. The Spinosaurus, surprisingly agile near the water, sidesteps, its long claws flashing. One claw rakes across the T-Rex's snout, drawing blood. The T-Rex bellows in pain and fury. If the Spinosaurus can drag the T-Rex into even waist-deep water, the tables turn dramatically. The Spinosaurus, with a desperate shove, forces the T-Rex to stumble backwards into the shallows. In this watery arena, the Spinosaurus gains the upper hand. It's more mobile, using its paddle-like tail. It can strike from multiple angles, using its long reach and sharp claws to inflict deep gashes. A deep slash from Spinosaurus's claws to the T-Rex's leg cripples one of its powerful limbs. In this scenario, near or in the water, the Spinosaurus would likely be the victor. However, if this fight happened on dry land, the outcome would very likely be flipped. What an epic battle! Who do you think would truly win? Share your thoughts in the comments below. So, did the Spinosaurus really outsize the T-Rex? Well, when it comes to sheer length, the evidence strongly suggests yes, Spinosaurus was the longer dinosaur. Weight is a bit more debatable, but Spinosaurus certainly had the potential to be heavier. By many measures, it was the largest known carnivorous dinosaur. But as our hypothetical battle shows, size isn't everything. T-Rex, while perhaps a bit shorter and in some estimates lighter, was a terrestrial nightmare, packing a bite force that could absolutely decimate opponents. Spinosaurus was a specialized aquatic hunter, a master of the waterways. Ultimately, there's no single winner in every situation, because these animals were top predators in entirely different worlds, separated by millions of years and whole continents. T-Rex would likely dominate on land, while Spinosaurus would have the edge in or near water. What's truly amazing isn't just their colossal sizes or deadly abilities, but the incredible diversity of life that once thrived on our planet. Both Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus Rex represent amazing achievements of evolution, perfectly adapted to their own environments and lifestyles. The ongoing research and new fossil discoveries are constantly reshaping how we understand these magnificent beasts. This ensures that the debate and our fascination with them will continue for generations to come. Each new bone, each new study adds another piece to the puzzle of these prehistoric titans. And that perhaps is the most exciting part of all. Thanks for joining us on this prehistoric journey. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the ancient world.